Microenterprise is a wonderful way to start building the bridge over to long-term ownership. Urban agriculture is wonderful because it is both an immediate way to get involved. It's an immediate way to just roll up your sleeves, go outside and start growing food.
Since we started City Slicker Farms in 2001, what we hear over and over again is that people want healthy food, and they don't find it in their community.
Having access to healthy, fresh, and affordable food, I think, it definitely leads to a better chance of you having the habits of actually acquiring that food, so going and buying that food and bringing that food home to prepare, and having a well-nourished body.
Urban agriculture and public health, I believe, have a direct correlation. Urban agriculture really helps people get the onus of fresh fruits and vegetables in their own hands.
There are many health benefits to urban agriculture. There is just the physicality of actually growing food. Just the physical going out into nature, breathing air, and being outside with the sun, becoming familiar with your ecosystem. There are tremendous health benefits to just doing that. Then, of course, you have the product. You're growing food without use of synthetic pesticides, without use of synthetic fertilizers, basically without augmentation by chemicals.
80% of our backyard gardeners barter and swap food. I think that's really powerful. So if I'm growing squash and you're growing tomatoes, they're actually really expensive things in the grocery store, but we can swap and we can, again, become more self-reliant on each other.
So in terms of health benefits, I mean, it is definitely a health benefit to the individual. Access to fresh food, a shifting of food culture. Those who are involved in growing the food, there is just a shift in the thinking around food. Mobile food vending is another example where for people who want to, perhaps they have a new idea and they're thinking about how they can provide healthy food to their community, but they don't have the startup costs for a brick and mortar restaurant.
Mobile food vending has been a really dynamic way to be an entrepreneur in the Bay Area. I've been cooking for over 20 years and have owned this business for over 3. And it's really exciting. I love going to a different location every day, and yet being able to establish customers by going to the same locations on a weekly or semi-weekly basis.
The mobile food craze caught on here in the Bay Area, even though it's an international phenomenon. We're late, and figuring out how to make this work on a regular basis, which is why we're primarily a pop-up and sometimes a cart. That's what works for us.
So you have the community members just wanting to do their thing. That's what they're thinking. They're thinking, how do I make this happen? Because this is where the change is going to occur. We need to change the food system so that we have equitable access. And the way to change the food system is going to be through the food economy.
We're providing people with food that excites them, and delivering it from a truck makes it that much more exciting.
Some of the higher end mobile food is even farm to table. I have relationships with a lot of my local vendors, including farms. Making sure that we're using products that are not just delicious, but we like to support other small enterprises, including farms and other vendors. And that's what a lot of us do here.
So the overall vision is support the community in the way that they need so they can become the owners, because what better people to own the businesses and to revitalize the neighborhoods than the actual people who live there.
It's really exciting to open the world mobily to people who are experiencing new things that are being brought to them, and then they in turn seek us out. So it's very two-way and really a lot of fun.